breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
CNN's Jim Acosta attacks Trump in Davos, embarrasses himself at international conference. CNN's senior White House correspondent took his anti-Trump roadshow to Davos, Switzerland, where President Donald Trump is attending the World Economic Forum. Jim Acosta, who routinely embarrasses himself in the White House press room, was humiliated on the international stage on Thursday. President Donald Trump gestures as he arrives on day 3 of the World Economic Forum, WEF, in Davos, Switzerland. Left, world leaders, influential executives, bankers, and policymakers attend the 48th annual meeting of the WEF Center. CNN's senior White House correspondent Jim Acosta, right, photo credit, Jason Alden /Bloomberg /Getty Images, screen capture. Acosta followed Trump all the way to Europe this week to harass him over his America First agenda. Of course, he could have stayed home and done this from the comfort of his own living room, but instead, CNN's biggest dumbass trekked it all the way to Switzerland to attack the president. Trump spoke at the World Economic Forum in Davos this week, touting his America First agenda while speaking with foreign leaders and business executives from the world's largest corporations. "We're very happy to be here," Trump said as he arrived. "The United States is doing very well, and will continue to do well, and this will be a very exciting 2 days." The president is set to address the forum Friday. He is expected to showcase the booming U.S. economy and measures like his recent tax overhaul, claiming that a thriving America benefits the world. A vocal critic of trade deals he sees as unfair to the United States, Trump will also stress the need for what he sees as fair competition. The president has criticized global pacts, withdrawing from the Trans-Pacific Partnership on Trade, demanding changes to the North American Free Trade Agreement, and announcing his intent to exit the Paris Climate Accord. Source: Daily Mail. "We want great prosperity, and we want great peace, and that really is the message," Trump said after holding back-to-back meetings with British Prime Minister Theresa May and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. "A lot of people are coming back to the United States for jobs, we're seeing tremendous investment, and today's been a very exciting day," added the U.S. president. As Trump made a few brief remarks to reporters in between meetings on Thursday, CNN's Jim Acosta pounced within seconds, nonsensically asking how the president can possibly be America First while speaking with foreign leaders. "Mr. President, can you be America First but also be rubbing elbows with all these bigwigs?" shouted Acosta. Acosta's boneheaded question was so absurd that Trump did not even dignify it with a response. The president simply turned and walked away, headed into another high-level meeting. Of course, a commander-in-chief cannot possibly be effective at his job without having strong diplomatic relationships with foreign leaders. How does Acosta expect Trump to negotiate on behalf of the United States without speaking to his counterparts across the globe? This guy is a total hack. Frankly, he does not deserve the title of journalist. Only at CNN can you ask a question this dumb and still have a job the next day. Acosta was promptly savaged on Twitter by social media users who have more common sense in their little finger than he does in his entire being. "So you went all the way to Switzerland just so you could post a video on Twitter asking a stupid question?" Daniel Thomas asked sarcastically. "WTH are you talking about? Pence and Trump are promoting the USA. It's Obama who went overseas on his apology tour bashing America, our president and American policy. You're out of line, bud," tweeted Doris Days. Apparently he didn't actually listen to the conversation at POTUS had with those bigwigs about the business they plan to bring to the U.S. "Someone from #fake news media should fill him in," wrote Mrs. Amo. Others simply let their memes do the talking. According to The Guardian, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who arrived in Davos ahead of Trump, explained that his boss is fully capable of working with other countries, even as he prioritizes his own. "America First does mean working with the rest of the world," said Mnuchin, who is leading the largest U.S. delegation ever to attend the exclusive gathering. "It just means that President Trump is looking out for American workers and American interests," No different than he expects other leaders would look out for their own, added Mnuchin. Truthfully, it's a bit absurd that this even requires an explanation. Why would anyone expect the President of the United States to put the interests of foreigners ahead of the well-being and prosperity of the people in his own country? That makes no sense. You'd have to be a fool. Or Barack Obama.